Today we're going to show you how to set up the SureColor F2100 from Epson for the first time. When moving the printer onto the stand, be sure to use the handles on the printer. They're marked by these arrows here. Next, we're going to want to take off all the blue protective tape that's all around the printer. We definitely want to make sure we take off the blue protective tape that goes around the print head and the wiper unit. Also, we want to remember to save our platen lock. So now let's look at what comes with the printer. You have your warranty information and your setup guide, your power plug, your platen lock, extra filter, this tool which helps you smooth out your t-shirt on the platen, the waste tank stand, the waste tubing, the tube hangers, and the ink charging unit. Epson also supplies you with some tweezers to clean your suction cap. On the right side ink door, there's a little nifty storage area for your tweezers. Then you have the starter inks for the 2100. And these little brackets right here that go on the front of the printer so that you can hang your platen frame when you're not using it. Also provided is a maintenance kit. We could first put on our waste tube hangers. They snap into the holes underneath the printer in the back. Then we're going to want to prep our waste tank, taking off the cap and the extra seal, making sure that we definitely save these. We can ready the stand for the waste tank. You can either put your waste tank in the stand that comes with the printer. Our printer stand actually had an area for the waste tank. Next, we're going to want to pull these covers off of where the waste tubes attach to the printer. And we're definitely going to want to save them in case we need to move our printer in the future. Go ahead and run the tubing through the hangers and connect it to the printer. Make sure you push the tubing as far as you can into the connection on the printer. There are two spots. This is the left side, and then we want to run the tubing over to the right side. Again, making sure that we push that tubing all the way into the connection on the printer. And then we want to take the third part of the tubing and put it into our waste bottle. We want to try to make sure that the tubing in the waste bottle doesn't go below this yellow line. Also, we want to make sure that the tubing has a good flow downwards so that ink doesn't back up in the tubing and dry up. Now we could start installing the inks. This install is for the white edition, so on the right side, we will be installing magenta, cyan, black, and the cleaning cart. Go ahead and open up the ink boxes and be sure to gently agitate the ink cartridges, especially the whites. Again, on the right side, we are installing magenta, cyan, black, and a cleaning cart. This is for the white edition of the Epson F2100. On the left side, we will be installing both whites and a yellow. Again, make sure to gently agitate and then install the two white inks and the yellow. When plugging in our printer, it's recommended that we use a surge protector. Also, go ahead and plug in your USB or your network cable. And we can also install our platen. We could put the frame on the hangers, and then we could power up the printer for the first time. Choose our language, date and time, unit length. It will then ask us if we have our waste tank ready and that we shook the white inks before starting up. Go ahead and press OK. And then it's going to ask us to open the cover and install the ink charging unit. To do that, open the printer cover and pull out this piece here. We are going to replace that with the charging unit provided with the printer. It looks like this. I really don't have any idea what this charging unit does, but in order for the printer to charge the ink, it needs this charging unit. This, of course, is only used for the printer's initial charge. Go ahead and open the printer cover, remove this piece right here, and then replace it with the ink charging unit. Make sure you click it in all the way, close the lid, and then save this protective piece that goes in the place of the charging unit. Do not throw this away. Go ahead and press OK on the screen, and your printer should begin charging. You'll start to see some ink go down into the waste bottle via the waste tubes, and this would be a good time to check the flow of those tubes, making sure no ink is backing up. The printer charging could take close to a half hour. Once it's done, we're going to have to remove the charging unit and replace it with that protective piece that we saved. The screen will prompt us to open the printer cover, remove the ink charging unit, and then replace it with the protective piece that we saved. Make sure it clicks in properly and all the way. As you can see, some white ink has gone through the charging unit. We may want to save this, but if we have to charge the printer again in the future, I believe you'll have to purchase a new ink charging unit. Once the protective piece is installed, we can then close the cover and hit OK on the menus, and then the printer will run a cleaning cycle. Once that is done, you are ready to print. It's a good idea to go into your maintenance menu and run a nozzle check. We want to make sure that all colors are present on our nozzle check and that the lines are very clean with no breaks. If our nozzle check is not clean, then we're going to want to go ahead and run a cleaning cycle. That's it, you're ready to print. Now you can go on Epson.com, find the F2100, go under support, and then download Garment Creator and the driver combo package and install those both on your computer. You will use the combo package to install the driver and other necessary software, and then you can use Garment Creator to prepare your t-shirts for printing. We hope this video is helpful to you. Thanks for watching.